Welcome to today's broadcast of the Western States Invite. I'm Tony Scott, bringing you the game between Great Plains and Chicago Young Americans. We'll refer to Chicago Young Americans as CYA all day today. CYA comes into the tournament after losing last night to Gentry Academy and defeating Gentry Academy. They've played them twice. They also played the Arizona Junior Coyotes, I believe. I checked their schedule here. They played the Madison Capitals and the Arizona Junior Coyotes Friday, Saturday. Yeah, last night they played Gentry. They played Gentry twice. Here now they play the team from Minnesota, Great Plains. Great Plains comes in undefeated. Their players are top scorers are Jimmy Clark with 8 points, 3 goals, 5 assists. The other Jimmy Snuggerud, has 7 points. Jackson Panzer comes into the tournament, missed Friday's game, still has 7 points in 3 games. Top scorers for CYA, Owen Just, 3 goals and an assist. He was a player of the game in one of their games this weekend. Mark Lafrere and Knoll Geyer also has 4 points. So 3 top scorers for CYA all have 4 points. Kendall Geyer. Got some pretty bad writing from our technical crew here. I didn't think it was Knoll. Kendall Geyer for the Americans. Starting up front for Great Plains, Jackson Panzer, Cole Spicer, and Zam Plant. We'll start it off. Here comes Spicer, the MVP of the Bantam Elite League. Played here in Minnesota the 4 weekends in August. Here's Owen Hendrickson. He dumps it in. And Great Plains settles into the zone. There's Panzer, swings it across to Spicer. Spicer protects the puck. Good defense there by Levi Velick for CYA. Back to the point. Hendrickson slides it down to Panzer. Panzer pushes him off. Now CYA will try to break it out. That was Velick. He iced it. And we get a whistle 52 seconds into the first period. Great Plains takes on CYA this morning here on YHH. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Tony Scott. On the draw, that's Bagnol for CYA. Strammel feeds it back to Bear. He misfires it. Giving chase for the Americans is Stedman. Stedman wins the battle, then gets hooked up a little bit by Bear. Taken away by Strammel. Strammel to Sarsland. Sarsland gets it back to Strammel. Strammel enters the zone but collides with his line mate, Dylan Godbout, turning it over onto the stick of Daniel Rakoski. Rakoski can't clear it out, but the puck, one of those in and out situations, causing it an offsides with 13:31 to go here in the first period. No score here from Bloomington Ice Garden, ranked number 1, the home of the 1980 Olympic Teams training facility, also home of Bloomington Jefferson and Bloomington Kennedy High School programs and their youth. All train and practice here and play their games on this rink. A 3-rink facility. 3 extremely different sets of ice. You got one that's this rink here with both side bleachers, lots of history. And then there's the rink 2 is the figure skating rink. And rink 3 is an Olympic size sheet. Back to action here. Sondrial to O'Connell. O'Connell's pass picked off, but picked up by Tecito. Ty Tecito cuts in, quick shot, blocker save. By CYA, another save. Steered into the corner. That's Owen Flores in the pipes today for CYA. This one pops out to center. It might go all the way down. It does, and we get an icing with 12:42. Now we've seen all 3 lines for Great Plains, they'll bring their first group back out. Meanwhile, CYA will trot out a 20-man roster, so I'm not exactly quite sure if this is their top line or not yet. This is Emerson Molas on the draw for CYA. Into the corner goes Velick. Not his first shift, that's for sure. Dumping it in is Spicer to Panzer to Plant. Shot goes just wide. Good pass by Panzer. Back to center, knocked into the zone. That's Sarsland. Sarsland down to Spicer. Spicer. I call Spicer the blender. It goes into the corner. He grinds it out and usually comes out with it and leaves some shrapnel behind him. Spicer tries to find Plant. Picked off. Nice play by CYA. This is Molas, the centerman. Knocked off the puck. Spicer giving chase. Here's Plant. There's going to be an interference call, yes, on CYA. And they were both connected. And the CYA parents do not like that call. And I can see why. It was kind of a mutual thing, if you ask me. Sure, the interference helped CYA a little bit more on the play, but there was really no win-win on that one. I think it was both players just kind of got tied up. Let's just say that. So Great Plains will go on the power play. Strammel on the draw. Gets it down to Clark. Clark back to Sondrial. Sondrial will hold it. Strammel can't control it. They battle along the half wall. Poking at it is Zydakis. Here's Strammel. Sets it up to Sondrial. Sondrial will float the line at the top of the umbrella. Backdoor feed to Strammel. Strammel to Sondrial, who's got a big shot. His deflect away. Nice play there by number 19. I don't see a 19 on the roster here. My apologies. The CYA guys, if you can't tell, all have their practice jerseys on. We've been given a list from the coaching staff. Backdoor feed. That's Bear. Shot on. Saved by Flores. We'll keep searching for 19. Oh, here he is. I'm sorry. He was actually one of the two players whose jerseys actually matched the number. That's Mark LaFrance from Arlington Heights, Illinois. 1:05 to go on the power play for Great Plains. Here's Klunder. Quick shot. Tipped into the netting, and we get a face-off with 10:47 to go here in the first period. 59 to go in the power play for the Black and Tan. Snuggerud into the corner. Picked up. Nice play there by Geyer. Kendall Geyer. Can't get it all the way out. Down to Gavin O'Connell. O'Connell slides it to Snuggerud. Snuggerud back. Gets it back from Hendrickson. Now O'Connell. He's kind of a surgeon with the puck. Holds it. Cycles it with Snuggerud, feeds it in front to Tecido. He can't get a stick on it. Connell drilled into the corner. Good hit there. Picked up by Snuggerud. Snuggerud back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Klunder with a shot. That's blocked. Nice play there by Luzak. O'Connell looking, got a chance. Shot. That one goes wide into the corner. Chasing it down is Tecido. Klunder holds it in. Tecido gets it back to the point. Jumping the play was Hendrickson. He jumped it a little early and now has to go back and get it. Along the side wall, here's Hendrickson. Hendrickson gets it taken away by Bagnall. Hendrickson takes it back from him and jumps the zone. Now an outlet play. Here comes Castrosane. He's knocked off the puck by Sarsland. And now Tristan Sarsland will bring it out. He feeds O'Connell. Cuts center. Feeds it back to Sarsland. Sarsland loses it. Picked up in transition is Bagnall. He loses it. Now Great Plains getting cute in the offensive zone. Eventually Plant to Bear. Bear to Spicer. Spicer roars into the zone. Lowers his left shoulder. Gets past one of the defenders. That's Kimball. Back to the point. Sarsland with a hard slapper. Low on the ice. Steered away by Flores. Into the corner. That's Cohen. Stopped by Sarsland. Cohen gets it back. Center feeds it to number 5, Matthew Kimball. He can't catch up with it. And we get a whistle with 8:37 to go in the first period. Give credit to CYA. They're playing a very physical game, playing smart defensively. They're going to get some chances. If they keep playing this style of hockey. Clark on the draw. Picked out of the corner by Jackson Hill. He gets taken away by Clark. Clark feeds it to Strammel. Strammel and Clark played with Maddox Fleming, who's out with an injury. Fed in front. Here's Jimmy Clark. That threesome was really fun to watch in the month of August. I get a little drag down, no call, picked up by Clark. Clark, shot Sondriel, that one goes through the dish, into the corner. Strammel dumps it in. Chips it out, and another icing call on CYA. Real humble strategy by the CYA coaching staff. Just get the puck out, play some D, find your opportunities. Got a good goaltender in there. Owen Flores from Antioch, Illinois. Owen weighs in at 6 feet, 145 pounds. With his equipment on, he looks like he's about 260. Feeds it in front, Flores. Shot. The goalie equipment these days is just so big and so good. Back into the zone goes GP. Picked up right at the blue line. That's Forsberg. He's knocked off the puck. Picked up by Snuggerud. Snuggerud will take it wide. Jumping to play a little early is the offensive-minded Tristan Sarsland. And he's blown dead for offsides. Sarsland, the grandson of famed Minnesota high school hockey coach Tony Sarsland. Won a state title for Elk River in 2001. One of the best teams that's ever been assembled in the state high school history. Fed in the corner. Here's O'Connell. Slides it to Tecido. Tecido's a quick shot. Knocked down into the corner. Good block by the Americans. Another shot. Save Flores. Pulling it out of the zone. Big collision. I think we're going to get a penalty on interference. It was bound to happen. This penalty comes at the heels of another tripping call in the offensive zone that was not called on Great Plains, which I thought was a trip. Now this one was another play, and you can't ignore the penalties too much, or the American fans, the American coaching staff will go crazy. Things have evened themselves out, a marble in each pocket, signifying a penalty for each team. Ripping one off the glass through the skates. Icing will be waved out. Icing called. Wow, that's an interesting call. It went through the stick and through the skates. And the coaching staff from Great Plains now exercising their vocal cords a bit. Swept into the corner by Spicer. Sondriel gets it to Bear. Sondriel loses it now. Fed in front. Bear slaps one around. Doesn't get everything on it. Into the corner. Setting it up, or at least trying to set it up, is LaFrance. Now back to the point. Taken away, picked up by LaFrance. LaFrance loses it. Spicer takes it off his stick. Flipping it in the air, knocked down. Out of midair was Owen Just. Now Bear with it. Gets it out to center, Panzer. Now taken away by 19, LaFrance. Getting it in deep. Here's Sondriel. Sondriel backhands it, holding it in is Just. He's tied up at the blue line. This is Rakoski helping out. Sondriel sweeps it to Bear. Bear flips it out to center. Picking it up is Geyer. He'll go into his own corner, feeding it across to Rakoski. Rakoski, 31 to go on the power play. Gets in on the stick of Geyer. Geyer tied up through the skates. He's got a chance now. Holding it. Sweeps around the corner. Looks off a man. Gets it down low on the hash mark. Feeding it in front. Knocked down. Picking it out of the air is Plant. Zam Plant. He's got a little brother named Max. Goes into the corner. Plant now. Flies in front. Shot saved by Godbout. Godbout gets it. Holds it. Gets it back out to Klunder. Klunder holds it now. Quick shot. Glove save Flores. So many names on this Great Plains team have parents, grandparents with great hockey history here in Minnesota. Look out on the ice now, and there's Dylan Godbout. His father, Jason, played for University of Minnesota. Klunder dumps it in low. After it is Jimmy Clark. Clark to Godbout. Feeding it back up, taken away. Here comes Mighton Johnson. He's knocked off the puck by Sarsland. Sarsland cuts through. Takes one, goes wide. He's knocked off the puck. He's put it in the corner. Good defensive play by the Americans on that one. Net comes off its moorings. We get a whistle with 4:21 to go in the first. No score between Great Plains and CYA this morning here from Bloomington Ice Garden. Thank you for tuning in. Strammel into the corner. Chased down by Hill. Hill trips him up a little bit, no call. Fed in, icing, waved off. Into the corner goes Clark. Clark wheels with it to Strammel. Strammel feeds it back to the point. That hops the stick of Sondrial. No icing here, back into the corner. Goes Wallen, who swings her around the net. Back out to neutral zone. Here comes Godbout. Banks one off the wall. That one will go all the way down. Icing called with 3:40 to go. And both teams change up their lines. Geyer will line up to the right of LaFrance or Molas. Chipped out to center. They got an opportunity. Picked up by Tecido. Tecido feeds Snuggerud. He's dangerous. He'll take it to his backhand. Cuts in. Knocked down. Good save, Flores. Snuggerud gets it back. Sweeps one back. Tipped off by Geyer. Here's Geyer back. A little bit of a mini 3-on-2 for the Americans. Little center feed play. Knocked away. Thwarted by Owen. Just thwarted at the blue line just as they were entering the zone. Molas feeds to Just. Just knocked off the play. Picked up by Snuggerud, who's hammered, but he fights it off to Tecido. Tecido cuts through, does a little toe drag, knocked off the puck. He's knocked down. Picked up by Just, tries to go long with it, picked off in the neutral zone by Great Plains. Here's Gavin O'Connell. 2:35 to go in the first. Good battle here by CYA, showing no let up in their first 5 games of the season. I think as a coaching staff, you're probably most pleased with that. Cutting in, Bear looking backdoor to Spicer. Into the corner. Taking off the puck. Here goes Plant, enters. Looked like Spicer was offsides, but no call. Bringing it out for CYA is Luzak. He dumps it in. That'll go right on net. Covering it up is Ryan Wallen for Great Plains. Todd Houck from the YHA staff dubbed Ryan Wallen and Nicholas Erickson the Tan Wall. They've been really strong here in August. And you just saw a glimpse of what Cole Spicer represents for Great Plains. He's in the in the circle taking a draw and just shrugs off the CYA centerman. There's Panzer, looks for Spicer, knocked off the puck. Picking it up in the neutral zone is Spicer, Cole Spicer. He'll roar right wide with it, goes around his man, stops, sets things up, feeds it back to Klunder. Klunder, wrister, steered into the corner. Plant slamming at it, knocked off the puck, back out to the point. Held by Spicer. Spicer looking backdoor for Panzer, can't find him, holds it, gets double teamed into the corner, gets it down to Plant. Plant to Panzer. Panzer, quick shot, backdoor, tipped wide actually by a defender from CYA. A big hit along the boards as GP holds the zone. Under a minute to go in the period. Klunder holds the zone. Digging deep now. CYA with a minute to go in the period. Clark holds it, gets it back. Ball bounces around. Here's Charlie Stramel with a quick shot. Flores with the save with 29.5 seconds to go in the first period. No score between Great Plains and CYA. Matthew Kimball on the draw for CYA with Stramel. Stramel wins it. Gets it back to Hendrickson. Down low to Clark. Clark feeds it in front. Had Hendrickson there. Hendrickson from Rosemount. Knocked off the puck. Battling some more. Cutting through. Little saucer pass. Puck's in front. 10 seconds to go in the period. And CYA is able to fight off that last rush by Great Plains. Puck goes into the zone, out of the zone. Now Sarsland at the buzzer gets it. And after one complete, we have no score here from Bloomington Ice Garden between CYA and Great Plains. The CYA moms going crazy up there. They sense that their boys have put together a really nice effort. 9 shots on goal for Great Plains, 0 for Chicago Young Americans. They're playing the perfect style of hockey. Physical, smart, high compete. Give them credit. They're playing a really well played game so far by them. Great Plains can't seem to put together 2 or 3 passes, which they were kind of their signature. Putting together a bunch of passes that can really start to create space for their snipers. They haven't been able to do that. We got about 15 seconds before we set up and drop the puck here for the second period. After the second period, we will go to a short 15-minute break for the ice resurface. And after this game, we have 2 more here on YHH on Rink 1, and there's 2 on Rink 2 today. So all 5 games will be live streamed here on YHH. If you got nothing better to do this morning, sit back, watch some good hockey. All produced by our main man, Greg Tinty. Fed it in the corner, picked up by Bear. Feeds Clark, low shot, steered away Flores. Bear with it. Stramel holds it, chips it onto the half wall, gets it back to himself. Godbout taken away by Johnson. Fed into the corner, Hill. He can't get it out. Great Plains holds the zone. Dylan Godbout in after it. Takes after Rakoski. Outlet feed. Picked off by Sondrial. Sondrial to Clark. Clark to Godbout. Godbout will swing it wide on Rakoski. Now he feeds it back to Klunder. Klunder with a low shot. That's deflected by a CYA stick. Go into the netting, and the referees will face it off to the right of Owen Flores. 59 seconds into the second period. Both teams executing their game plans. I sense this game would really, really open up if CYA can get that first goal. Held in by Hendrickson. Klunder with a shot. That's going to hit some traffic, go up into the rafters. And we'll get a whistle, 13:46 to go. Draw one. Klunder's got a lot of space. Tipped by Tucito. That one goes into the corner. Hendrickson bobbles it a bit, pokes it. Picked up by O'Connell. Connell onto the stick of Hendrickson. His shot hits traffic, goes high over the net. Now Snuggerud to Tucito. Tucito has a lot of traffic. Uh-oh, good chance for O'Connell. O'Connell to Snuggerud. He can't control it. Klunder goes back into his own zone. Just gets after him. Here comes Jimmy Snuggerud back. Snuggerud cuts through the zone. Makes a nice move. Shot. Save Flores. Little nice end-to-end rush by Jimmy Snuggerud. Jimmy, his father, Dave, played for the University of Minnesota, played in the 1988 Olympics. His grandfather, Jim Westby, also played in the Olympics 1960 and for the University of Minnesota. Back to center. Here's Bear. Slides it to Sarsland. Sarsland lowers the shoulder, and he'll take it end to end. Tristan Sarsland, not shy with it. Quick shot, save Flores, rebound, Spicer holds it. Poked away by Flores. Plant holds the zone, gets it back. Zan Plant, low feed, looking backdoor. Nice eyes by Zan Plant on that one, trying to find Spicer. Hit into the boards. Nice play there by Bear to kick it in the zone. Plant. Backhand feed to Panzer. Panzer. Back to Sarzan with a slapper. That one's deflected. Nice defensive play by Kostrasane. CYA collects it, fires it down, gets a change with 12:25 to go. No score. Both teams get a line change. Digging after it is Bagnol. He gets it. They battle some more. Here's Clark. Reverses to his backhand. Gets it down to Godbout, who just can't get his stick on it. And you could hear Jimmy Clark scream in disgust because he knew it was a perfect pass. Here's Klunder. Banks one off the wall. Here to Godbout. Godbout to Strammel. Strammel with a shot. That hits a CYA stick. Deflected away by Jackson Hill. And we get another whistle with 11:47 to go in the second period. Swept around. This is Zydakis. Tucito with a body check. Hendrickson looking for O'Connell. Shovels one in front, knocked off the puck. Picked off by Sarsland. Sarsland backhand feed to Tucito. Tucito can't get a stick on it. Now a chance for CYA in transition, but Sarsland gets it back. Snuggerud goes rink wide to Tucito, who goes rink wide back to O'Connell. Nice exchange of passes there, but really good defensive play by CYA in the blue line. Tucito, backdoor feed, looking for Snuggerud, but a great defensive play by CYA. A common theme. They've played a really well-played game right now. Feeding it in front, holding it. Tucito gets it. Shot, goes far wide. Now a breakout for CYA. Here comes Johnson, Mighton Johnson, dumps it in diagonally. Hendrickson after it. There's to Hendrickson. Hendrickson slides it to Cito, who tips it out of the zone. Holding it now, CYA. Saucers one, picked off by Sarsland. Sarsland picks it up. He'll bring it in, knocked away. Puck's flying, now a 2-on-1. Coming back the other way. Feeds it, picked off. Nice play there by Spicer. Spicer brings it back. Shot! Goes into the corner wide. Great opportunity there for Mark LaFrance on a 2-on-1. Spicer in a great back check. Picked up by Plant. Bear holds it, feeds it low. Very patient. Nice high feed to Panzer, the shot. Post and out. Great one-time play there. Picked up by Panzer. Panzer to Plant. Some screaming going on. There must have been some contact between Sondrial and Lezak. Puck goes into the zone. There's Bear giving chase. Good hustle by Panzer as well. Outlet feed cut off by Sondrial. Sondrial to Spicer. Spicer flips it to himself. Nice play past Geyer. Geyer takes it back from him. Panzer gets it from Plant. Panzer, high slot to Plant and a goal! Jackson Panzer to Zam Plant. And Great Plains gets on the board at 9:18 of the second period. What a pass by Jackson Panzer. And Zam Plant finally gets the goal he's been looking for this weekend. He was snake bit on Friday and a bit Saturday as well. Zam, the son of Derek Plant, played at the University of Minnesota Duluth, also in the NHL, coached at Minnesota Duluth, and now works for the Chicago Blackhawks in their player development team. Sondrial picks up the other assist. Saved by Flores. We're going to a penalty. Hooking on Godbout. And Sondrial picks up that assist. Godbout's going to go for hooking. That's Panzer's 8th point in 4 games. Slapped in by Strammel. Strammel will give chase to Rakoski. Good hustle by Strammel. Tipped away, back out to center. It's funny, I saw Charlie Strammel play down in Chicago at Mount Prospect against the 06 Chicago Young Americans. No, it would have been the 05 Chicago Young Americans, and CYA just took it to his Rosemount Pee Wee team, who I would have thought going into the game would have been a better squad. But CYA just played a lot like this. They played smart. They converted on their opportunities, made some great plays, and pretty much outplayed them from start to finish down at the Chicago Invite last fall. Now he's playing against the 04 team, his age group. O'Connell looking back door to Snuggerud, picked off. Here comes Just back. Owen Just. His puck knocks down. Slapping it in is Rakoski. Giving chase is Lezak. Lezak battles with Bear. Bear wins it. He's tripped, and there's going to be a penalty on LaFrance. And Great Plains will try to break it out, try to develop something on the delayed penalty. There's going to be a 45-second delay, or 48-second difference between the two penalties. Had to call that one. Bear had beaten his man clearly, and the CYA player, LaFrance, will get carted to the penalty box for tripping, 2 minutes. Now we'll skate 4-on-4 for 48 seconds. Sondrial to Klunder all day. Shot blocker save Flores. Panzer slides it down to Spicer. Spicer hits one off the cage. Picked up by Just. Now Klunder gets it back to Panzer. Panzer to Spicer. No go there. Picking it up 4-on-4 is Hill. Hill slams it across. Oh, that hits traffic in front. Steering into the corner is Flores. Now bringing it out is Hill. Hill feeds it out to Lezak, who dumps it in. You hear the slamming noise there. That means Great Plains is now full strength. Spicer to Sondrial. They'll have 1:06 of power play. Little low percentage backdoor feed by Panzer. Gets it to Plant all day. Feeds it to Panzer, who deflects it just wide. You'll see Zam Plant make some amazing plays. Got great vision, great knowledge of the game. Gets it down low. Spicer loses it temporarily. Taken away. Now Plant. Plant gets it. Taken away by Bagnol, who gets it all the way down. Icing called with 32 seconds to go in the power play for Great Plains. And the penalty to number 19, Mark LaFrance. Snuggered on the draw. Goes into the corner, picked up by O'Connell. O'Connell holds it. O'Connell's dad, Mike, played at St. Cloud State. It's a long list of past Division I players' sons out on this ice. Panzer will get to him in a minute. His dad, Jeff, played for North Dakota, national champion. Held in by Hendrickson. DeCito battles with it. Goes in, backhand, save Flores. Nice play there by Tecito. Tecito was a Squirt Player of the Year finalist on YHH, and then last year a Pee Wee Player of the Year finalist. Minnesota hockey separates their players by July birthdays versus the typical rest of the U.S. who by January, typical birth years. So Tecito, Strammel, Plant, they all played Pee Wees last year in Minnesota. Had some great success, all made the state tournament. Clark included in that group. Bear looking for Clark. Here comes Jimmy Clark. Icing called on Great Plains. The reset itself, both teams full strength now. 5:07 to go. In the second period, Great Plains leads 1-0. Bear to Sondrial. Sondrial clearing it out. Here's Bear. Back to Sondrial. Two right-handed defensemen. So hard to find these days. Really good right-handed defensemen. Great Plains has a pair. Feeding out, held in by Hill. Hill slams it into the zone. Giving chase is Castrason. He's got it. Back high. Taken away by Clark. Clark taps it to Godbout. Godbout loses it. Back into the zone is Sondrial. Sondrial, he'll break it out. Feeds it to Clark. Clark will try to use his speed. Cut off. Nice play there by Hill. Hill finds Rakoski. Rakoski tries to get out. Can't. Held in by Bear. Clark and Hill will battle in the corner. Back low to Godbout. Godbout with it. Gets it to Clark. Clark's got some space. Looking. Feeds it low to Godbout. Knocked away. Out to center for Hendrickson. Hendrickson holds it. Long pass to Godbout, who gets converged on by Rakoski. Now they get tangled up. Godbout just throws him to the ice. Fed back to Klunder. Klunder loses it in his skates. Now a chance, 2-on-1. Feeding it to the right side. Now a chance for some zone time. That's Hartwell. Fed in front. Good chance for CYA. Now Panzer. He'll take it wide. Streaks, just lowers his shoulder. Good defensive play by Geyer. Wow. Kendall Geyer with a great play on Panzer. Panzer looking back door to Spicer. They're knocked off the puck. Fed back to the point, Klunder. Klunder will load it up. No, he finds Hendrickson, who just misses the pass. Back down low to Spicer. Spicer holds it. Back to Klunder. Klunder back to Spicer. Hits off his skate and goes back to neutral with 2:49 to go here in the second period. Zam Plant has the lone goal for Great Plains. His shot's blocker stop by Flores. Spicer cycles it with Panzer. Finds Hendrickson. Hendrickson, low shot off the skate of Ryan Cohen. Puck goes into the zone, picked up by Spicer. Spicer and Plant mix it up. Down to Panzer. Panzer to Plant. Plant gets it, holds it. Back to the point, Klunder. Klunder holds it. Good play by Klunder. Fed into Plant. Plant looking for Spicer. He can't get his stick on it. They battle some more. Panzer holds it. Down low to Plant. Plant can't collect it. Geyer will give chase. Held in, pinched nicely by Klunder. Klunder with it. Back high, feed to Plant with a shot and a goal. Panzer to Plant for their second tally of the day. And Great Plains scores with 1:49 to go in the second period. Zam Plant with his second of the game. Here's a kid who was completely snake bit in the first few games of the weekend. Now the net looks like a soccer net to him now. 2-0 Great Plains lead. Chips one off the wall. Get a hand pass, I believe the call by referee Dave Tolkinen. Tony Lancette, the director of officiating for the event this weekend, does a nice job hand-picking some top-notch officials. Now back the other way comes CYA. Number 14, Bagnol, gets it through the blue line, then eventually taken away. Picked up Bear. Bear leans to his backhand, angles one off the wall to O'Connell. O'Connell, we're going to get a penalty on CYA. Number 7, 2 minutes for tripping. That's Mighton Johnson. Here's Strammel with 1:10 to go in the period. He'll storm in, lowers the shoulder, wrap around, fed in front, shot, and a goal. Dylan Godbout finds the back of the net. It actually hit the pad of Flores and just had enough energy to get it past the puck, just had enough momentum to get it past the net. And that will do it. 54 seconds to go in the period. It's now 3-0 Great Plains. And that's Godbout's 8th point. We'll see who picks up the assists. Klunder feeds it to Clark. Now Sondrial holds it. Rink-wide feed to Godbout. Godbout to Strammel. Strammel cuts in. He's got time. Loses it. Holds it. Feeds it back to Sondrial. Sondrial the shot. That's blocked. Backhanded it down. Knocked away. Back comes CYA. Knocked off the puck. Fed in front. Backdoor feed save. Wallen. Oh, puck goes high in the air. There's all kinds of traffic and collisions in front of the net. Goalie's down. Wallen is down. There was a collision there. There was 2 collisions almost simultaneously. I don't know who hit Wallen, but in front of the net, 2 Great Plains players collided, and somewhere in there was a Chicago Young Americans player who got hammered as well. Just aggressive play altogether by both teams. Wallen looks to be up. There is a medic on the ice. And the referee, Dave Tolkinen, is talking to him. And I don't think that, I think they're getting a medic to come on the ice. And I think what they'll end up doing is put Nick Erickson in the game. There's only 9 seconds left. They might put him in the game, cart him off into the locker room, get his bearings, and play the final 9 seconds with the backup goalie. But it looks like the referee's just taking some extra precautions. And yeah, Erickson is coming out on the ice. And what they'll probably end up doing is just take him to the locker room and make sure that he's okay. And now they're doing a little bit of a test to test his eyes, make sure he's okay. Regardless, he seems to be doing just fine. Now he's going to skate to the bench. I'd skate him to the locker room, but he's going to go to the bench for the final 9 seconds. We'll see if he returns for the third period. No penalties. I just think that was hardcore hockey there. Nick Erickson went to the game. The second half of the tan wall. Quick shot, save Erickson. Into the corner, that's gonna be a penalty. They'll start the third period on the power play. Believe that's gonna be Hendrickson for either a boarding or a check from behind. Regardless, we're gonna go to a break here. 15 minutes, we'll be back on YHH. Great Plains leads CYA 3-0. Zam Plant 2 goals for the black and tan. We'll be back here on YHH in about 15 minutes. We're back live here on YHH for the third period between CYA and Great Plains. Great Plains leads this one 3-0. Great Plains will be shorthanded to start the third period. Nice play there by Geyer. He's a crafty one. He'll bring it out. Eventually CYA gains the zone. Panzer, outlet feed to Spicer. Spicer gets it, cuts in, quick shot, goal. Cole Spicer scores shorthanded, and Great Plains goes up 4-0. That's Cole Spicer's second goal of the weekend. And his short stay here. We'll see who gets credit if there is a credited assist. Spicer gets it again. He feeds through, holds it. Backdoor feed to Hendrickson. Henderson gets it down low. Panzer goes after it. Panzer gets the assist. Reed Klunder gets an assist. Funny to listen to our PA guy down there. Panzer wasn't on the roster, on the score sheet roster. Big hit there along the wall. And we got an injury. It's a huge hit by Panzer right into the boards. And that's what Panzer is known for. A very, very physical player. We watched him play in the Bantam Elite League this past summer. And he, just like his dad, just like those North Dakota Fighting Sioux players, they're a very, very physical bunch. And I wouldn't say cheap, just they will get after you. And it's kind of their trademark, is to play a rugged style hockey. And that was a rugged hit there along the boards. And hopefully the player who's injured will be okay. He's being tended to by the medic. We will be back here as soon as the live audio, as soon as the injured player is taken care of. All right, we are back live. Injured player was Mark LaFrance, who's played a heck of a game so far today. He's headed off to the lockers. We're back live. CYA still on the power play. Shot! Oh, great play by Clark. As he danced through a couple Americans and was eventually stopped at the doorstep with 24 seconds to go in the period. Plant on the draw. Fed through traffic. Picked up by Sondriel. Sondriel will be attending Cretin-Durham Hall. Cretin building a heck of a program over in St. Paul. My production assistant here, cameraman, millionaire, Greg Tinty's a Cretin grad. Fun to see how a program can develop so quickly. It's where Ryan McDonough played his high school hockey. Also played at University of Wisconsin. Here's Klunder. Back to Hendrickson. Shot, pad save. It's still loose. Big collision in front. Klunder sweeps at it. Goes over the net. Backdoor to Godbout looking for his second. Puck nets off its moorings now. Goalie gets a stick. Big hit on the corner. Backdoor feed. Now we're hitting. A lot of bodies flying everywhere. And CYA clears the zone. Couple good body checks by both teams on that series. Coming after the Panzer hit, the CYA coaching staff is asking for a board. You know, by the definition, that could have been a boarding. I thought it was a good, solid hit. I do believe LaFrance was a bit vulnerable, and that's the definition of boarding, is hitting a vulnerable player. So by definition, you could have called that a boarding. Strammel, shot, blocker, save by Flores. Shot by Godbout. That catches some lumber and goes out of play with 11:42. Sweeping it around, held in Bear. Outlet feed. Icing waved off. Fed in front, Lipinski. Back to Geyer. Lipinski's got it. Geyer dumps one down low. Nice hold in by Geyer. Geyer, quick shot, backdoor feed. Good play by Geyer. He's knocked off the play. Here comes Snuggerud back. Snuggerud cuts the zone. Quick wrist shot. And collecting it with his catcher's mitt is Owen Flores with 11:02 to go in the game. If you're following us on Youth Hockey Hub, follow us on Twitter. You can see each post game we do a minute after interview. Cutting in. Here's Spicer looking for Panzer. Panzer knocked off the puck. Dumping it in for CYA is Emerson Molas. Plant takes away from him. He runs into the ref. That creates some space for the Americans. And Nick Erickson is in the game, but on the ice is Ryan Wallen. On the bench is Ryan Wallen, so he just appears to be shaken up a little bit. Serious enough where they kept him out of the game. Fed in front, nice play there. Panzer to Spicer, and Flores is able to shut the door. He's made some nice saves, that's for sure. Back to the point. Here's Hendrickson. Hendrickson. Down low. Feeding in front. Nice play there to Clark. Blocker save Flores. Sarsland. Taken away by Strammel. Godbout now on the outside. Godbout holds it. Center feed to Clark. Sarsland now gets it to Clark. Hendrickson holds it. It's deflected off his stick, picked up by Strammel. Charlie Strammel cuts through, slides it to Godbout. Godbout enters the zone. Godbout holds it, nice move. Cuts in, shot, knocked away. CYA continues to defend really well. Holding the zone. Back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson down low to Clark. Geyer cuts him off. They battle along the wall. Here's Kendall Geyer. Nice player, good feet. Holds the puck. Back out to center. Picking up is Bear. Bear to Hendrickson. Hendrickson. Little zone entry as they get a change. We're going to get a penalty on CYA. Cross check. Number 11. That's Nicholas Castrasane from Chicago. Five foot 10, 145-pound forward. Panzer on the draw. Gets it back to Bear. Bear feeds it down to Plant. Here's Zam Plant with it. He's hammered into the boards. Nice check there by Rakoski. Plant gets it back. Back to the point. Here's Bear. Bear looking for Panzer. Panzer battles with Rakoski. Plant helps him out. Plant goes backhand. Save Flores. Ripped out of the clutches of Plant. That one goes all the way down, and icing will be called with a minute 22-21 to go in the game, in the power play. 8:07 to go in the game. CYA gets the draw. They're able to pop it out. Klunder reaches up, knocks it out of play. Face off in the neutral zone. Klunder gets it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson sweeps into the zone. He's just got amazing feet, so fast. Snuggerud holds it. Got Klunder for a one-timer. Good defensive play in front by the Americans. They were able to club it out of the zone with 54 to go on the power play. O'Connell. Hounded in front by Kimball. Now in the corner. Snuggerud holds it. Gets it back to Hendrickson. O'Connell, we're going to get another penalty on CYA. Backdoor feed. Snuggerud feeds it in front. He's knocked away. Great Plains gets it out of the corner. Battle along the wall. And holding it now, eventually picking it up, is Evan Zadakis. And Great Plains will have a 14-second two-man advantage. Cross check on CYA. Zadakis, defenseman from Lamont, Illinois. 5'11", 140 pounds. Big kids from Chicago. Here's Bear. Down low, gets it back, holds it, quick shot, goes high far side. Blocker saved by Flores. Here's Strammel. One man short and a goal. Dylan Godbout gets his second of the day. And the lead is now 5-0. That one comes at 6:42 of the third period. And we'll see who the assists go to. Yeah.
Scoring for Great Plains, number 26, Dylan Godbout. Assisted by number 13, Tristan Sarlin. Number 14, Jimmy Clark.
Sarsland gets an assist. Clark gets an assist. That's Clark's first point of the day. His 9th of the tournament. Godbout, that's his 9th point of the tournament. Lots of balanced scoring. Panzer's got 10 points. Godbout's got 10 points. 9 points. Clark's got 9 points. Reed Klunder's got 6 points. There's 7 points now from the blue line. Good tournament for Reed. Here's a down low play, fed in front. Strammel staying after it. Good hustle. Oh, knocked down. That's going to be a high stick. No matter what, this is coming down the other way once Bear touches it. With 5:34, clock is running now because of the 5-goal lead. Next up, Arizona and Madison Capitals. Here comes Panzer. He'll take it wide. Fed into the corner. Fed in front. Oh, good play there by Spicer to Plant. Plant looking for his third of the day. Panzer to Plant. Plant to Spicer. Spicer gets it back to Klunder. Klunder drills a man at the blue line. That's going to be a penalty. And Great Plains players bush leaguing it, if you ask me, after an ugly penalty hit. The Great Plains players banging on the boards find that to be a bit disgusting, in my opinion. A high hit to the face should not be rewarded by your teammates clomping on the boards. 4:25 to go in the game. It's been a long weekend, boys. They got to clean up their act, get out of here with some respect. That one's going to be an icing on CYA. Two new D for Great Plains will come on the ice. They skate 4-on-5. Hendrickson, quick pass. Wow, they pass and catch it so nicely. Those 5D for Great Plains. Digging into the corner. That's Panzer. Gets it to Plant. Plant holds the zone. A minute to go on the CYA power play. Chipping one off the glass. Held in. Here comes Lezak. His shot's knocked down, picked up by Hendrickson. Hendrickson blows a tire in the corner. Lezak has it. Lezak feeds it back to Hill. Hill back down to Lezak. Battle along the wall. Back shot. That hits pinballs off a couple players into the corner. Sarsland now. After it. Look at that, that's 19. I think we have LaFrance back in the game. If not, yeah, that's LaFrance. He's back in the game. Good to see. Poke save by Flores. They battle in the corner. Panzer gets thrown to the ice, which is fun to see because he does that more often than the other way around. Here's Plant. Feeds to O'Connell, loses his balance. Back down low to Bear. Bear's shots deflected in the corner by Flores. We're 2 minutes 14 to go in the game. Snuggerud will battle. Out to center, Sondrial. Sondrial sweeps away from one man. Pestered a bit by Johnson. Here's Sondrial, just bring it in. Holds the zone. Goes back door to O'Connell, who can't get up 100% of the wood on it. Now a foot race between Bear and Bagnol. Bear wins that one. Now O'Connell. O'Connell cycles it in his own zone. Shot hits traffic. Knocked away by Bear with 1:30 to go in the game. Here's Jimmy Snuggerud. He'll flash his skill. Holding it. Holds the zone. Nice play. Slap shot. Blocker save by Flores. Shot. Another blocker save by Flores. Tecito working hard for it. Holds it. Sweeps it over. Hops the stick of O'Connell. Flipping it out of the zone. Klunder will go after it. We're 1 minute remaining in the game. Klunder swivels through a couple CYA players. Gets it back on a stick in the corner. O'Connell now. Hit hard. Picks it up. Shot. Goes just wide. Klunder holds the zone. Here's Tecito. Tecito tries a toe drag. That's knocked away. Giving chase now for CYA is Matthew Kimball. Picked up in the zone by Cohen. Now Godbout in transition. Looking backdoor to Clark. Clark can't get his stick on it. Strammel helps him out. They battle some more. Goes into the corner, back out to Sarsland. Sarsland to Strammel. Strammel hit hard. In front, backdoor Clark looking for a little between the legger. Can't get it, and that'll do it. For this one, Great Plains wins it 5-0 over CYA. Congratulations to Great Plains on winning their 5th game of the tournament and going 5-0. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes for our next game on YHH. Thanks for tuning in.